Do you have complex PTSD or think you do and wonder what does treatment and a treatment goal even look like for that? Hi, I'm Dr. Bowen Marshall, LPCC and specialist in neurodivergence, relationships, and trauma. One of the issues with treating complex PTSD is that because you don't necessarily remember all the incidences that caused the complex PTSD either throughout your life, what we have to do is kind of organize the pattern in which they arose. A pretty common one in people that I work with who are queer is this. Because they felt they couldn't come out, because they worried that they would be assaulted, betrayed, rejected, kicked out of their families, or perhaps just seen differently, seen as less than, seen as unlovable, they held that back. They constantly looked for evidence as to whether or not it was safe for them to come out and kept finding that it wasn't. And so over time, that suppression of identity, that invalidation of who they were and are, becomes trauma. So how that shows up in later life, even after they've come out, is this constant scanning of environments to see, oh, is that person going to be reactive? Can I come out to them? If I say this at work, am I going to lose this promotion or worse, be fired? And eventually, what I work with people on is that sense of, well, if you are expressing yourself as gay, bisexual, trans, non-binary, and someone else feels discomfort, that discomfort should completely be theirs. You're just living your life, going to places you should as you want to, and that should be enough. And so my treatment goal for something like that complex trauma, because it is trauma, because people, when they're afraid that they're going to be rejected, they're afraid of violence, they don't do things like go to the doctor's office, go and vote. That's the avoidance of real or imagined events that trigger that sense of discomfort, that bodily sensation of dissociation or trauma. And so a treatment goal for them, I might say like this. My hope for you, if you agree with this in our work together, is that when you think you're done talking with me, your reaction to people feeling uncomfortable to you might be, meh, that's their issue, or they can go F themselves. That you don't take up or take on their energy and their discomfort towards you, that you let them own it. Does that seem like a reasonable goal to you? And what I find is that kind of encapsulates all of the shifts, all the mindsets, all the collective work that we'll have to do to treat that identity-based complex trauma so that their entire being is healed in that. And so that's one example of what a complex PTSD treatment goal might look like.